RG3 is in major trouble. His critiques of Angel Reese, for the lack of better words, is about to get him effed up and hurt badly. RG3 has gone from having to verbally wrestle people like Ryan Clark, who came to Angel Reese's defense, and now people like Shaquille O'Neal, one of the biggest human beings to ever live, is telling RG3 that when he sees him, he's gonna punch him in his mouth. I've seen other people give similar critiques of Angel Reese that RG3 gave, but I feel like when RG3 does it, is met with a little bit more defiant due to like the volume of critiques RG3 maybe gives towards Angel Reese, but also I feel like RG3 just started off on a very bad foot. Like when Angel Reese hard fouled Caitlin Clark, RG3 comments that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. That for some reason got a lot of backlash from a lot of people, and it felt like RG3 was one demonizing and making Angel Reese the villain in this Caitlin Clark saga.
So where was this type of reaction last year when Angel Reese got chokeslammed by Alyssa Thomas of the Connecticut Sun? Y'all remember that? She got fouled so hard, they kicked Aaliyah Thomas out the game with a flagrant 2 foul. What did Angel Reese do? Nothing. She didn't get up and try to swing on her. You know why? The reaction was different because of who did it. And there is a lot of history there with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. You guys remember last year when Angel Reese celebrated Kennedy Carter getting that flagrant foul on the hip check against Caitlin Clark? You remember that? On the sideline, just, yeah, baby, get her, you get her. Who celebrates like that for a flagrant foul on another player if they don't dislike that player? Okay, you want some more evidence? Here's some more evidence. Remember last year when they were talking about who gets the credit for the expansion and the eyeballs and the popularity boost of women's basketball? Not just the WNBA, but women's basketball in general, because of the spike in the women's NCAA tournament and WNBA viewership. A lot of people were attributing that to Caitlin Clark, and rightfully so. This is what Angel Reese had to say, and I quote, "People are talking about women's basketball. You never would think they'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to the games. We got celebrities coming to the games, sold out arenas, just because of one single game. Just looking at that, I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on to be that for my teammates. I know I'll go down in history. I'll look back in 20 years and be like, the reason we're watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too. I want y'all to realize that." Now, I heard a lot of people say that I or others have made Angel Reese the villain. Did you not just hear herself call herself the bad guy?
Then RG3 followed that up with this particular tweet where he called himself sticking up for Angel Reese against racist comments. And then he reposted the 2K cover that portrayed Angel Reese as a monkey. And people felt like this was RG3 taking a subtle shot at Angel Reese. And they have had enough. They want RG3 to stop speaking about her completely. And Shaq is one of those people. So Shaq did an interview with a pretty unknown platform. He kind of, like gave them a favor to do an interview with them. And Shaq unloaded on RG3. Now, I don't know if this is genuine passion or love for Angel Reese, or if this is Shaq going on a platform that's relatively new, has about 100 subscribers, and he's trying to give this platform their first moment. But nonetheless, though, like Shaq gave RG3 a stern warning. Speak on Angel Reese again, I'm punching you in your mouth.
All these beautiful women in the world, why do I have beef with a man? I don't care about no man. No, speaking of man, RG3, tweet another monkey post about my girl Angel Reese. I'm punching your fucking face. Okay? It's enough. Like, I don't usually do stuff like this, but just stop it, bro. You got your job, you got your podcast, leave my Angel Reese alone. I'm the one calling her and telling her not to respond. Fucking stop it. That's the last time. Okay? Thank you. Sorry about that.
By all means. By all means.
Yeah, you needed to take your time and say that. I'm curious to know, like, what just with the whole conversation that's been happening around RG3, Angel, her hatred towards Caitlin Clark.
She's supposed to hate her, so what?
Yeah.
I hated the Clippers. I hated the Celtics. It's not real hate. If you look around what's going on in this real country, that's hate. This is sports.
By no means am I an RG3 defender. I feel like RG3 reposted that 2K cover with the monkey, being depicted as Angel Reese. I feel like he did that to be slick. I feel like that was intentional. So just to be clear, I'll put that out there. RG3, I would never defend him. But don't we feel like it's a little too much? Once we cross over that border and we now start threatening physical violence on media personalities, on podcasters, on people giving opinions and critiques and takes, I feel like that's a tad bit too much. And why do it have to start with RG3? There's a long laundry list of other dudes, bro. Stephen A. Smith, Skip Bayless, Emmanuel Acho. Oh, Emmanuel Acho. So I don't feel like that line should be crossed. Because also, too, man, if we want to treat, because they do ask to be treated as equals. If we're treating the WNBA as equals to the NBA, then we have to treat them as equals, right? I don't hear anybody say, hey, man, if you tweet that or post that about KD, ooh, I'm a put. That's not, no. Like, we say, yo, KD is an adult. He has thick skin. He could speak and defend himself. We don't do this for them. And I feel like even Shaq doing this is a mere admission that they're not equals in terms of the sports, in terms of the brand, in terms of like the product in general. Essentially what Shaq is saying, hey man, like the WNBA product ain't really worth all this critique, mental anguish that y'all been giving my girl Angel Reese. I'm sticking up for her. Now, and why I'm being very careful here when it comes to not trying to sound like I'm defending RG3, because if Shaq would have did this a month ago, I would have been defending RG3 to high heavens. You don't threaten to punch anybody for giving a critique and claiming that he believes that Angel Reese hates like Caitlin Clark. That's out of pocket. That's wild. I'm condemning that all the way. It's because RG3 tweeted out the NBA 2K cover with the monkey. That has nothing to do with sports. That's personal. That's a personal attack. And that's why I'm even saying, hey, bruh, I can only defend RG3 so far because Shaq has a point with that 2K cover meme. Now, a lot of people, not Flacco, because I don't think that Shaq is trying to, you feel me, dump meat into Angel Reese, but a lot of people was questioning Shaq motives. They claim that, like Shaq is trying to sleep with Angel Reese. Because we've seen interactions with Shaq and Angel Reese on a podcast where it came across as incredibly creepy. But Shaq has been like a mentor to her since she was in high school, so I don't feel like Shaq will ever cross that line. But this interaction here did sound a little creepy, to be honest.
Little dunk. Bro, imagine you in
I'm not imagining.
Let me finish. Imagine you in the same little shirt you had on at the Wild 'N Out show, dunking. You know how many t-shirts you gonna sell, cuz? You tripping.
Oh my
what?
God.
What?
Oh God.
The same little shirt you had on.
Okay, all right.
Bro.
Telling her to make the WNBA better, she needs to wear shorter, more revealing outfits and start dunking. Like, would a father say that? Probably not. So the fatherly figure thing is out the window. Mentor, probably. Is Shaq still trying to crease? Maybe. But Shaq would address, though, RG3 comments in regards to he believes that Angel Reese hate Caitlin Clark. And Shaq's response kind of confirms what RG3 is saying in terms of, yeah, Angel Reese probably do hate Caitlin Clark, but it's a normal thing. Shaq's perspective is it's normal in sports. It's not something to really highlight or to demonize or to villainize somebody for, because me not liking someone when I played in the NBA, me hating someone, that was normal, but it wasn't the real hate. And I feel like Shaq's problem is that RG3 didn't, I guess, clarify that the hatred in the sport is a little different than, I guess, real hatred. But where Shaq kind of lost me is Shaq starts saying that RG3 isn't qualified to speak on the WNBA because he's not a woman. And if we're taking like that approach, then there's a lot of other female NBA analysts who won't have a job. So Shaq, I think, started off meaning it well, and then he kind of lost his point as he spoke more.
I'm not supposed to like you. I don't want you to like no other people's podcasts. Fuck all. Competition. That's what the world's built on, competition. Like, first of all, let them girls, like, leave them alone.
Yeah.
Like, it's a shame. It's a shame that all the stuff you did in your life,
Mm.
you're going to be remembered for your podcast. You're going to be remembered for your podcast. That should tell you you're not that fucking great. I don't want to be remembered for Shaq's Bit podcast. I do not. So, like, leave those girls alone. You already spoke on it. Let it go. Let it go. So what? He hates her. So fucking. I hate you now for messing with her. Now what? Say something about me. But she's not going to respond because I'm the one calling her and be like, baby, keep it classy. Because she's not soft by any means. You're from the streets. But I'm like, you're beautiful. Don't indulge with these fools because he's a fool. You don't even have G14 classification to say that. I would respect it more if Lisa Leslie said it. Like, that's your category. Stay out of them people's category. Okay, you're sports, whatever you do, you talk about sports, but bro, you don't need to be going deep. Y'all can go deep. Y'all are females. Y'all understand what that's like. He hates her. So what? Hate ain't the real word. It's just competition. I hated Christian Laettner in college. He had everything I didn't. He was fundamentally sound. He was winning championship. Do you know who Christian Laettner is?
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's fundamentally sound, good-looking dude, and he kept winning championship. I fucking hated him. So every time I played, I wanted to crush him. I hated Alonzo Mourning. Oh, you a shot blocker? I hate Dikembe in the finals. You don't believe me? Check out these few clips of what I did to Dikembe. But hate in sports is not real hate. It's a word that we throw around. And then again, if he hates her, so what? Mind your business. Like, I don't mind you doing your job as anyone, but don't pick on that little girl. Because guess what? I'm her protector. Now pick on me. You pick on me, I'm punching you in your fucking face. That's it. I don't do all that talking. And, I wish I would have said something to say, but I wanted to get clarification on what happened. Somebody take the cover. It should be a historical moment for Angel Reese and her family. Some idiot took it and put the monkey face on it and you retweeted. I know what you fucking doing. And you probably tried to take it back. I know exactly what you're doing. So stop it. And Ryan Clark is the only one sticking up for him. But then when he says certain things, now they try to, you mentioned it because he has a white wife. Like, not everybody just taking too far. Leave those ladies alone. Let them be. It's just stupid. But again, all these athletes, if you remember for your podcast and not for what you did as a person that plays sports, you ain't shit. Period. Everybody want to be a podcast. I'm like, no, you're not a podcast. You're supposed to be. I did this. I played this. I did this. If you're not remembered for that.
RG3 was the number 2 pick in the NFL draft. RG3 was a Pro Bowler. RG3 was also a Rookie of the Year. I feel like RG3's legacy in sports, he can speak on greatness. Like, he was a great NFL player before getting hurt. Also, man, to say, like, do you really want to be known for your podcast? Bro, podcasting is a great profession. Look at Joe Rogan. Look at other major podcasters. They're doing something great. They're leaving legacies. I don't feel like you could really like condemn or talk down upon podcasting when you are on a podcast right now. You have a platform that you are trying to start up. So, like maybe being an NBA Hall of Famer is, a little more prestige than being an elite podcaster, man. But I feel like Joe Rogan's legacy is probably just as important as Shaq's legacy. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this, man? Do y'all believe that RG3 crossed the line? Do y'all believe that violence here is the answer? Let me know. And if you're still watching, click on this video here somewhere on my screen to find out how this No Jumper employee got pressed mid-interview by 4 extra op. I'm going to see you guys in this video somewhere on my screen. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.